Oh, boy, that was a wild movie scene. That, by the way, was Burt Lancaster in the scene from the new United Artists Western, Apache. Now, he had a pistol in one hand and a rifle in the other, but the question is, which one was he firing? Well, he was firing with a pistol, which he held in his right hand, and if you know that, then you know how we play Bank on the Stars.
Yes, it's Bank on the Stars, where tonight you'll see Johnny Dark, starring Tony Curtis and Piper Laurie. Mr. Hulot's Holiday, starring Jacques Tati. The Kane Mutiny, starring Humphrey Bogart, Jose Ferrer, Van Johnson, and Fred McMurray. And here in person is that bright young comedy star who just flew in from Hollywood, Bill Cullen.
Well, thank you all ever so much, and welcome to our program. Hey, wasn't there plenty of action in that scene from the new United Artists Western, Apache? Stars Burt Lancaster and Gene Peters. Burt Lancaster really does a great job in the picture, and I know you're going to enjoy it. Well, we're going to have more exciting scenes just like that one you saw, and then I'm going to ask our contestants 3 questions based on the picture they've just seen. So right now, Cynthia, let's say we meet our first contestant. You're looking well.
Thank you.
That's all right.
First contestant we have is Mrs. Joyce Collins from Atlanta, Georgia,
Mhm.
and Mr. John Rosen from London, England.
Oh, welcome to both of you. You come right over here and stand next to me, Joyce. My goodness, don't let, here, put your pocketbook up on my knee there. That's, your name, sir, I haven't paid much attention to you. John?
John Rosen.
Oh, Joyce Collins and John Rosen. And I see here that you're from 11 Godolphin Road, London, West 12, England.
That's
My
correct.
goodness, that's a complete address. Your home is in London, is it, John?
That's correct.
And your home, Joyce, is in Atlanta?
Well, we say Atlanta. Actually, it's Smyrna.
Actually, it's what?
Smyrna.
Smyrna?
Uh-huh.
Why do you, if it's Smyrna, why do you say it's Atlanta?
Well, Smyrna's just a little town outside of Atlanta.
Oh, so you figure it's perfectly all right? Well, that's true, too. I tell everyone I'm from Pittsburgh. I say I'm from Pittsburgh. Actually, I was born in a little town south of Pittsburgh called New Orleans. But, you know, misses as good as 575 miles any day of the week. How long you been over here, John?
Oh, just a short while.
Oh, you have a good, how much longer are you going to stay with us?
Well, perhaps for another 10 days.
Only 10 days, old fellow?
Well, perhaps a fortnight.
A fortnight. Oh, that's good. I think you should stay a fortnight because, what's a fortnight?
A fortnight is the term that we use for 2 weeks.
Oh, you say fortnight over there instead of 2 weeks, huh?
Frequently, yes.
Like if they're going to fire you, they give you a fortnight's notice.
They can do that.
Only you don't fire anyone in England. You sack them, don't you?
Yes, you do that.
I had a girl once who should have been sacked. Oh, is that another story? But I won't tell you. Actually, you started out being here for 10 days. Now it's 2 weeks or a fortnight. You sound like an aunt who came to our house once for a summer vacation. She started in just dropping into the house, you know, on her way shopping. I don't know how long she stayed. As a matter of fact, she's still there. What are you doing here, young lady?
Well, my father's retiring president of TPA, and he's been up on a convention.
Your father's a retiring president of TPA?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'd love to see one of those TPA conventions because they all get in their native dress, you know, and to the strum of guitar, they hula all over the place, and it's more fun with a luau on the poi going. Isn't that how it works there?
Well, not quite.
Oh.
You see, TPA stands for Travelers Protective Association. They aren't very wise.
Not even on a convention? You mean a Travelers Protective Agency, they don't let their hair down on a convention?
Well, not down too far.
Just down to their ankles, but they were shorter then. I want to ask you, how'd you get over here, by the way, John, old boy?
Oh, by ship.
You came up... Good. There's only 2 other ways. One's the airplane, and the other way you're going to get terribly wet. What impressed you about our United States? Stateside?
Well, I was very impressed by riding your subway at peak hour time.
Ride in our subway at the peak hour time?
Yes.
That'll impress you. It'll crush you to a crisp. Have you ever ridden our subway at the peak hour time?
Yes, I took that trip, too.
Same time he was on?
Same
I
time.
can see the impression of his monocle on your forehead. Oh, your husband watching?
Well, I hope so.
Turn your eyes, you dog. All right, I tell you what I have to do. I have to get right into your questions because time sort of ran out of me. You two all ready for a bit of a question? First of all, I'm going to tell you how we play Bank on the Stars. You see, we show you top stars and exciting scenes from the very latest motion pictures. Then we ask you 3 questions based on what you've just seen. You can win up to $150 and also get a crack at our great big bank night bonus, which tonight stands at $250. Now, the way I do, I ask a question of each one of you in turn. You each one get a separate chance. If you're both right, you win $50. If only one of you is correct, you get $20. And if neither of you are correct, You don't win a farthing. Is that good?
That's very good.
Farthing?
Very good.
All right, suppose we get to the first one. Now, both of you get ready. I want you to watch a scene from the new Universal International Technicolor picture, Johnny Dark. It stars Tony Curtis and Piper Laurie and Don Taylor. So now, watch and listen carefully.
You take these mountain curves like you're on a merry-go-round, you'll wind up over a cliff.
Okay, Major, consider me brief. Now I'm going to brief you. You've been goofing off long enough. From now on, you're on your own.
Okay, Junior. War, huh?
Yeah, a brand new one.
All drivers into their cars. All drivers into their cars.
Don't forget about our date, lady. Join us when you get in, Junior.
And the first car to start is the Tiger Special. And folks, I wish you could see her. As sleek as the animal she was named for. An entry of Cannon Motors. Now fielding Idaho Special. Johnny Dark driving. Right away, Johnny. Take him. Take him. Which turn, Smitty? Which turn? Left. No, right.
Well, that was pretty exciting. That was Tony Curtis, Piper Laurie, and Don Taylor in the new Universal International Technicolor picture, Johnny Dark. You can see it's a picture with plenty of action. And the way that guy says first turn left and then right sounds like a wife, doesn't it? Too bad they don't have back seats in those races. Oh, back to the questions. Are you ready first for your question, sir?
I'm ready.
All right, now I'm going to ask you this bit of a question, and if you can answer it correctly, oodles of pounds sterling for you. Now, the first car to start in that race was the Tiger Special. I hope you remember that. What was the name of Tony Curtis's car, the one which started second? Tony Curtis's car. What do you say the name was, sir? Have 5 seconds.
Take a guess.
Okay.
Racer Special.
Racer Special. What do you say it was, ma'am?
I don't
Choice.
know unless it's that.
You don't know unless it's that? Well, you were right in the fact that you said you didn't know. But beyond that, we didn't have much of a score. I'm sorry, both of you were wrong. It was the Idaho Special. You know, the baked potato bit. And that car ended up looking like one, too. But neither of you scored on that one, so we stand at 0 earned right now. Let's see if we can't get back in. Shall we, Joff? Oh, you're a cute one. Why don't you go away, you old husband? Question for you. Tony Curtis called his relief driver by name just before their car went into a spin. Now, he was the fellow Tony was the fellow driver. Now, what was his name? What's his face? Have any idea?
Fred?
Fred? What do you say, John? Hello, John.
I was just trying to think of it, you know.
Are you there? Right there. Oh.
Chuck.
Chuck?
I just guessed.
No, that isn't. You two have a perfect score so far. It was Smitty, a good old American name. Now, here, you're first this time now, John. The speedometer of Tony Curtis's car was in plain view at one point in that scene. How fast did it indicate he was going? John?
Approximately 130 miles.
130? What do you say?
I saw 100.
You saw 100? 100 and what?
10.
10? Marvelous! It was 110, and you just won yourself $25 between the two of you. I'm glad you came through it the last minute. Tell you what. I cheated. I hope your husband wasn't watching. Go away. I want to thank both of you for being with us. You won $25 and stick around because you might have a crack at our Bank Night bonus tonight. Stands at $250. Meantime, thanks to the two of you for helping us play Bank on the Stars. Oh, who do we have here?
We have Roger Price
Okay.
from 8 o'clock Monday night.
Well, thank you, Cynthia. Hi, Rod. Bill, good to see you. Good to see you. I think the last time we did a show together was about 4 o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that night. Roger, what's this 8 o'clock Monday night they're telling me about?
Oh, finally, I got a show of my own going on NBC.
at 8 o'clock next Monday. It'll be seen in New York City only at 8 o'clock on Tuesday.
Oh, New York City only Tuesday, but the rest of the whole country, 8 o'clock on Monday.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's a show about what they call doodles, which are little drawings that make a complete picture using as few as possible lines.
I know, and I love them, and I'm a fan of them. Give me one.
Well, this of course is a classic. Is this the basic? That's a picture of a pig going around the barn.
Yes, I guess it is. What else, Rod?
You try one. You makes a complete picture, gives you a new way of looking at something. Incidentally, we have Denise Darcell, Mark Connolly, and Carl Reiner, and Denise Lord. Miss Darcell, the ba-ba-ba-ba-boom.
You got Denise Darcell? Say that is a new way of looking at something. Wait, here, I'll do one for you because I happen to prepare for this. That's the name of our show. Stars on the Bank.
You do.
Yes, I know what you mean. All right.
I'll do one. Has something to do with movies.
Movies?
Bill, see if
right.
you can get it here. This is a pretty obvious movie doodle, I think, here.
Movie Droodle. Oh, I know that. Movie Droodle, that's a fire hydrant on CinemaScope. Hey, that's good.
Well, actually, in this way it could be, but what it really is a new sports car, old garage.
All right, that's fine. And listen, I want to remind the folks before you go, it's going to be 8 o'clock Monday night on the network and Tuesday night here in New York.
That's right.
Rod, the very best of luck to you in your new show, Droodles, and I'm going to be one of the boys there watching it.
Thank you.
Let's give him a big hand. Rod, that man is one of my favorite people of all time. I mean that. Yes, Cynthia? You're one of my other favorite people.
Oh, gee, you're one of mine.
Everybody go. Oh.
At any rate, this is Anne-Marie Bernard from Paris, France, and Mr. Edward Schmidt from New York State.
Merci, Cynthia. Merci. How do you do? My goodness, we got people from Paris, France, London, England, just about all over the place. Where are you from, by the way, Ed?
Cheektowaga, New York.
Yeah, we got people from all over. Yeah. You don't mind if I talk to Ann first, do you?
Well, that'd be a lot of fun.
Well, I would talk to you, but I can't spell the thing. I can't even say it, but whatever it is. Something I've always wanted to ask a young lady who's over here from Paris, France, who's left the land of the Eiffel Tower and the Rue de la Paix, and has finally come to New York, the land of opportunity and skyscrapers and industry. It's a question of, what's your phone number?
Roquette 2448.
Huh?
Roquette 2448.
If I ever pick up the phone and someone says that to me, I'll hang up on him. Venkat, Park, Rack, and Rack-Bickle, huh?
Yes, sir.
And if the man answers, Crinkle-Dinkle. Are you married?
No.
Engaged?
No.
Go-la-doo. Going steady?
What means study?
What means steady?
Yes.
Well, what means steady? It means you're just going with one man.
Oh, no, that would be a waste of time.
I want you folks to welcome you to the air conditioning show. Well, actually, if you'd like to go with more than one man, I'd like to tender my application as one of your suitors. I have one of the tenderest applications this side of the butcher shop. So, how would you say American men compare with La Belle Française? Whatever that means.
Oh, I like American men, yes.
Oh, you do?
But, there is two kinds of men.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather not mention it, but...
I'm going to tell you.
Huh? I'm sorry. Oh, my God. Yes.
There is the one who goes too fast,
One goes too fast.
and there is the one who does not go at all.
I'm safer with mine than you were with yours. There are those who have convertibles and those who do not have convertibles. I imagine that's... Listen, I would like to carry this conversation ad infinitum. That's a little street right off the Rue de la thing there. But because time... How do you say time in France?
Temps.
Huh?
Temps.
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 Yeah.
Temps.
Not exactly. That means fish. Temps.
Means
Temps is a fish.
Well, I'm sorry, we've run out of fish, and we have to run along on this program. I want to talk to you a lot more, Ed, but I guess I haven't time. But you understand why I talked to the lady there.
Sure.
What are you doing in New York, by the way?
Oh, I'm preparing for the bar, sir.
You're preparing for after the show? I'll go with you. Listen, there's no reason why a fellow on Saturday night should blow the whole bit. Now, I shouldn't even talk anymore. I should get into the first question, so I better do that. You two all ready to see something?
Yeah.
All right, now we have a scene for you from the delightful French comedy, and Monsieur Hulot's Holiday. Did I do that right? And it recently won, by the way, the grand prize at the International Film Critics at Cannes. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Oh, I'm doing so well. All right, let's all get together and watch and listen carefully.
I cannot think.
I've got nothing. Your trick?
That's mad.
Why don't you play?
The proper relationship between man and woman is one in which the psychic and psychological forces intertwine on the highest plane. The thought processes in themselves create an idyllic state in which they can ascend to heights unknown to the lesser beings. All of these moments, for they can only be momentary, will happen itself only rarely. Nonetheless, he or she who attains such a state will forever be dissatisfied with a mere physical relationship. Although that is not altogether ruled out, and we should not spurn it altogether, even when we feel it will show it.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Mr. Hewlett. That was very sweet of you. Say thank you, Robert. Gee,
That's a
thank
good
you.
boy. Good night.
Sartre is right.
Oh, no, pues un quiero, mira. Corazón, quiero escapar. Si no puedo, mire. Oh, que la paz, que la paz. Que la paz, como
And sincerely, that was, by the way, Jacques Tati, the new French comedy, Mr. Hulot's Holiday, which just made its American premiere, as a matter of fact, at the Fine Arts Theater here in New York. It's unusually amusing, in which Mr. Tati is the writer, director, and star. Did you enjoy that?
Yes.
Yee. All righty. Here comes the first question. I'm going to ask you first, Ed, old boy. There were 2 glasses on the table where the 2 men were playing cards in that scene. How many glasses were on the table where the 4 people were playing? You're first, Ed. How many glasses were on the table?
1.
You say 1. What do you say?
No, 2.
2?
Yes.
How do you say right
said
in
that.
French? Huh?
Deux.
Deux? Is that the way you say right? No, how do you say right? Correct.
Deux there.
You're very divers, whatever that is. You are right, and you have $25 between you. Thanks. Here's the next one. You're going to be first in this one. The little boy who was playing ping pong. In French, that's still ping pong. And Jacques Tati was called by name after that game. The little boy who played ping pong with Mr. Tati was called by name. What was his name? What would you say?
Robert.
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 You say?
Robert.
Now, wait a minute. We have a difference. We have one Robert and one Robert.
Robert.
Huh? You say Robert, you say Robert? You're both right anyway. You got $50 or dollars. That's the first time I got 2 different answers, and they were both the same. Your first this time, Ed. Was Jacques Tati smoking a cigarette during that scene? Yes or no? Was he smoking a cigarette during that scene? Your first, Ed.
No.
You say no, no. And you?
I'm agree with him.
You what?
I'm agree with him.
I wish you'd agree with me, because that would be... I'm glad you did, though, because you were both absolutely correct. That's good. That's $125 for you. Good. You have, if memory serves me correctly, $125 to your credit, and this might give you a crack at our great big bank night bonus at the end of the show worth $250. Meantime, thanks a lot to the 2 of you for helping us play Bank on the Stars. Hey, we got...
Mr. and Mrs. Richard Dale from High Point, North Carolina.
Well, Mr. and Miss, you are Mrs. Dale, I presume. I'm sharp that way. Come on right over here. This is Ann and Dick Dale, is that right?
That's right.
Well, how are you tonight, Ann?
I'm fine.
Oh, good. How are you, Dick?
Oh, I'm nervous.
Is it the television program or just being married to Ann that makes you that way?
I guess
Both.
it's the program.
Well, he's at least gallant and you're truthful. What brings you here tonight?
Well, we're in New York this summer.
Good. I figured you were.
Well, we visited Ann and Ollie, and they told us
Ann.
about this show, yeah.
Mhm.
And Pat and Bob told
Pat.
us about it, too, and when we got up here, Miss Cans told us about it. And
Miss
Miss Cans
Cans?
has Ann and Ollie and Ellie. Miss Cans has Ann and Nettie and Ellie and Tommy visiting right now, and so here we are.
Welcome to We the People. It's a good thing they all got their messages straight. It would end up on Howdy Doody here. Well, Ann and Ollie, if you're watching, I don't know. What's your job, Dick?
I'm a college professor.
Uh-huh. What field?
Business courses.
Uh-huh.
I teach accounting, income tax accounting,
Well, that's a good
business
one.
law, trade relations, things like that.
Trade relations. I have a couple of relations I'd like to trade. I'll give you a mother-in-law and 3 cousins for a good first baseman and 20 feet of brass pipe. As a matter of fact, forget the brass pipe. I'll tell you what I better do. I better get hopping into this particular question right now, if I may do that. You all ready?
I'm ready.
All right, get ready, because we have a scene. We have a scene from a picture which is one of the big events of the whole year. It's Columbia's Technicolor film, the Pulitzer Prize novel, The Cane Mutiny. It stars, as the young lady who just left here would say, Humphrey Bogart, Jose Ferrer, and Van Johnson. Also has Fred McMurray and introduces very lovely May Wynn. So now, let's all watch and listen carefully, huh?
Captain, this following sea is brutal. We need more knots to outrun it.
Race to engine control. This is the captain speaking. You down there in the engine room, I want power. Power on the starboard engine, do you hear? Emergency flank power. You want the ship to go down, we're in a typhoon. Close that door, a dog. Sir, I relieve the watch. Pass the word to put on life jackets.
It's difficult holding her, sir. The wheel feels loose.
Captain, I don't know whether we can keep on riding with our stern to the wind.
Those are fleet orders, Mr. Merrick.
I still think the depth charges should be put on safe.
Sir, the depth charges are unsafe. Mr. Keeper gave me orders to send them.
Why wasn't I told these things? I can't go steaming around with a lot of dead charges.
Sir, I told Mr. Keeper.
You speak when you're spoken to. Mr. Keith, put this man on aboard for insolence and neglect of duty. Now get another helmsman. Keep that idiot face out of my sight.
But Stillwell's our best man.
Will you stop this back talk? Isn't there one officer on this ship that pays attention to my orders?
Engine room reports number 1 switchboard. Shorted out by salt water. Shifted to number 2.
We're falling off the starboard now, sir.
Captain, we're approaching 2. Try backing the starboard engine. Sir, back the starboard engine.
Back to starboard engine.
Aye, aye.
Willie, look in the radar shack. See if there are any ships near us.
Aye, aye, sir.
Captain, if we keep running with our stern to the wind, we'll roll over.
Captain, the radars are jammed. There's no sign of the fleet. Passing 225. Swinging very fast, sir.
Captain, we have to maneuver for the safety of the ship.
We received no orders to maneuver at discretion. Fleet course is 180.
Sir, how do you know what the fleet's orders are now? We can call the fleet commander and tell him we're in trouble.
We're not in any trouble.
Heading 245. I can't hold the wheel, sir.
Captain, back the starboard engine! Captain!
Well, how'd you think of that? That was Humphrey Bogart and Van Johnson, by the way, and a scene from the great new Columbia picture, The Cane Mutiny, which was produced by Stanley Kramer. It's opening soon, and I hope all of you will get to see it because it really is a very fine, a truly great picture. Incidentally, here's a bit of a surprise. Beautiful Nan Wynn, who plays the leading role in the picture, is here with us. Take a bow. There she is. Miss May Wynn, ladies and gentlemen, who plays the leading feminine role, May. It's awfully nice to see you here, and thank you, May, for coming by. Well, now, don't forget, we got to get into these questions for you now. Here we go. We're going to ask you first, sir. You all ready? Humphrey Bogart was called by his title in that scene. What was his rank?
Captain.
What do you say?
Captain.
You're both right. $50, and that's moving in the right direction. All right. In that scene, Humphrey Bogart was wearing a life jacket. Was Van Johnson also wearing one? What do you say? You're first this time.
No.
You say no. What do you say, sir?
I think it was.
You're right, and your wife is wrong. It is now up to $75. Good going. Now let's see how well you do. Humphrey Bogart told Merrick the fleet course. how many degrees was it, the fleet course? How many degrees?
240.
240, you say? What do you say?
240.
240? No, you missed by 60 degrees, which is pretty cold. It was 180 degrees, the fleet course. Well, you did all right. You did some fine winning. As I recall, you won $75 thus far in tonight's program. Stick around. You might have a crack at the bank night bonus worth $250. And thanks a lot to both of you for helping us play Bank on the Star. Thank you. Oh, boy, now it's time for our bank night bonus tonight worth $250. Who are our top winners, Cynthia?
Our second couple.
Oh, boy.
Miss Bernard and Mr. Schmidt.
Miss Bernard and Mr. Schmidt, welcome. Happy to have the two of you here. Oh, boy, congratulations, and I'll tell you real fast how our bank night bonus works. We're going to present a famous star from a great new picture. However, this time, while our studio and viewing audience are going to be able to see the picture, you are only going to be able to hear it. You see, you won't be able to look at it, you just hear it. Now, in the scene, we have an equally famous actress and actor. Now, the question we're going to ask you, what is the name of the Academy Award-winning actress in this scene? It's up to you to identify this noted actress, the lady, from her voice alone. Now, you turn around and face away from the screen. Remember, you get one answer between you. Turn right that way, face that way, away from the screen, and don't turn around, because if you do, I'll be terribly put out. One answer between you. Lights, please. Here we go.
If I weren't emancipated, well, would I have done what I did that day? Let you ask me to a cafe and buy me a coffee.
Several coffees. 3 hours. Why did you come with me?
You didn't look very wicked. I'm not an imaginative woman. It was you. It was Rome. And I'm a housewife from Philadelphia.
All right, that was a real exciting scene. Now turn around, face me, and remember that anything you say will be held against you. You get only one answer. Have you agreed on an answer?
For the actress?
For the actress alone. Have you agreed?
Yes.
You're both in agreement? Now remember, anyone who has anything to say, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Donna Reed.
You say what?
Donna Reed.
I am sorry, it is not Donna Reed. It is Jennifer Jones. Jennifer Jones with Montgomery Clift in a scene from that new Columbia picture, Indiscretion of an American Wife. It's produced by David O. Selznick and directed by Vittoria De Sica. It's really a wonderful picture. Was Donna Reed your idea?
Oh, I thought you won the Academy Award this year.
Oh, yes. Well, I think I won this year.
It was a little too simple.
Merci? I mean, what?
I thought it was a little too simple.
Well, I've been called that before. Actually, we sincerely hope you enjoy. Let me see, what'd you win altogether? Do you recall? Huh? Do you know what you won so far? 125. Yeah, you missed out on the jackpot, but I'll tell you what. We're going to add the $250 to next week's jackpot. Meantime, thanks a lot to both of you ever so much for being with us. We'll see, next week, we're going to have a lot of exciting scenes. We're going to have some very interesting contestants, and our bank night bonus is going to be worth $500 in all. Meantime, thanks ever so much to lovely May Wynn and to Roger Price. Till next week, same time, same channel, this is Bill Cullen saying thanks for watching, and so long. Wave to the people.